Good evening, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. Welcome to 2026, everybody. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here broadcasting on BSB, here for our first game of the 2026 year, as we get ready for our BSB Game of the Week here in this one, as the Rutgers Scarlet Knights take on the West Virginia University Mountaineers. Big matchup here in this one today. Rutgers in the NECHL, West Virginia in the CHMA, the College Hockey Mid-America Conference. Rutgers in the Northeast Collegiate Hockey League. As we get ready for this one, we will send it on down to the PA booth in just a second or so for the starting lineups, national anthem, and then puck drop here for this one between Rutgers and
Good evening and welcome to tonight's matchup of the West Virginia Mountaineers versus your Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For the Mountaineers starting lineup, at forward, number 66, Leo McGinn. At defense, number 7, Alec Poole. At center, number 56, Nick Bruno. At forward, number 9, Tommy Woods. At defense, number 19, Nevin Downing. At in goal, number 34, Wyatt. And for your Ice Knights starting lineup, at forward, number 44, Garrett Adams. At defense, number 10, Patrick King. At center, number 15, Alex Seck. At forward, number 13, Jack Turner. At defense, number 88, Ryan Bushko. And in goal, number 33, Marcus Balfour. Please rise and remove your hats if possible for the playing of the national anthem.
always a wonderful rendition of the national anthem here from these Rutgers games as we get ready to go here for this one. Taking a look at the starting lineups, we'll start with the Mountaineers. Alec Poole, Tommy Woods, the 7 and 9. The number 19 of Nevin Davio, 56 of Nicholas Bruno, 66 of Leonard Habin, and the 34 of Wyatt Slojez. We'll get to Rutgers starters in just a second as we get ready to go here for this one, and we're all for running here for this game. Rutgers wins the draw. They're able to get this one here, trying to drive into the zone. We'll take a look at the Rutgers starters as we'll get a quick whistle here for offside. Here with 19:48 left to go in the first, just 12 seconds tick off the clock. Looking at the starters for Rutgers, Patrick Haynes, Jack Turner, Alex Seck, Garrett Cotta, and Ryan Butchko. The 10, 13, 15, 44, and 88 for the Scarlet Knights. And then in between the pipes for Rutgers, it's Marcus Paltzoff, number 33, backstopping them this evening. Sec trying to take this one away here off that loose pass there from West Virginia as it's dumped back down the ice. Poole will go chase after this, and this will be another stoppage here for an icing as Poole touches up on it. Alec Poole, 9 points so far this year for him. 4 goals and 5 assists for the 5'10 defenseman from California. As this faceoff will come back into the Rutgers end. Rutgers trying to start the new year out right and snap a 6-game skid that they're on right now, as here comes West Virginia with a chance, looking to get that one by Paltiff, but he says no with the leather. Good stop there from Paltiff as he'll get a good read on that one. Good chance there for the Mountaineers. Rutgers tonight without 2 of their top scorers and 2 of their biggest players in Connor Reagan and Thomas Hilliard. Both scratched tonight following some bad penalties taken against Robert Morris in the final game of the fall semester. As Rutgers will try and get this one up and out of the zone. They're able to do so for a second, as walking back in was the 8 of Mason Hartz, but that's going to be offside as the Mountaineers were just over the line there. Shots 1-0 right now in favor of the Mountaineers. The lone chance there in on Paltiff. Looking at the goaltending stats coming into this one here today. Sloge has a 4-5-2 record for the St. Thomas, Ontario, Canada goaltender. Has a 3.65 GAA and a 905 save percentage. And we'll get to Paltiff's in just a second as Wachnichter will get this one out of the zone, trying to chase on. He has a break here. Has Fitzgibbon and Campbell with him rushing into the zone. Into the corner, Wachnichter gets tangled up there along with Daniel Schmidt as it's kept in by Gorman at the point. Schmidt on it again. He'll fire a stretch pass, able to get this forward up to McDonough as he lays this one back. Finds Falser, who will just sun that one in as Gorman will ring it around the boards. And back out of the zone. Rutgers trying to call for a too many men call there. West Virginia might have had 6 guys on in the midst of that change, but we're going to continue on. That pass broken up. Case able to get on it here for the Scarlet Knights. Case looking, backdoor pass, tried to find on Mosqueda. He'll go back up to Houlihan at the blue line. Down low looking for Case again behind the goal line. Case into the corner. Fighting there with Karan, trying to get that one away. As it bounces back up to the neutral zone, Houlihan there to stop it as him and Sokol come together. Back down to Paltiff. He tries to clear, can't get it out off the high glass. Davio fires, that one goes wide. Karan on it again. Back to Davio here in the neutral zone while we got a second. Going back to Paltiff's stats as that one goes up and above him. He's got a 3-4-2-1 record so far this year, a 3.78 GAA and an 894 save percentage for the Newton, Connecticut goaltender as Nissan Geraci will drive into the zone. Has Tommen with him. Couldn't hold on to the puck as it's played off. There by the 56 of Nicholas Bruno. He's been spectacular so far this season. 25 points in 17 games for the Irwin, Pennsylvania skater. He's been excellent so far. Leads the team in points with 25 alongside the 9 of Tommy Woods as here comes West Virginia. Pass across to Woods, trying to go for the wraparound chance, but he lost an edge as Paltiff took him down there. Got a little bit of his skate into him as Bruno and Woods try to go to work again. Woods on it, cycling around here back up to the blue line. Will take it all the way back to his own blue line as Rutgers tries to make some changes on the fly. Here comes Woods with some speed again. Haven lays it off. Bruno was there, but it's knocked out of the zone. Dumped right back in by Rutgers. Haynes with it here. Played forward, trying to find Cotta on a stretch pass. Couldn't connect. Good look there for Rutgers. Still looking for their first shot of the game. 16:15 left to go here in period number 1 as Turner trying to hold on to that. Couldn't do so. Had it played away. Now up to Haven. His pass to Woods. Trying to get by. Couldn't do so on that rush into the zone as it got broken up. Sendeki with it. He'll send this one around the wall. Coming into the lineup is Sendeki here for this one today. Couldn't hold on to that was Glamkowski as this one is dumped back in here by the Mountaineers. They will chase. Brackett will try and get after that one. Comes over. Glamkowski again looking for that. Couldn't do so. Turner with it now for the Scarlet Knights. Schmidt with a good glove to keep that one in, but now it flares down the ice and out of the zone. Pass up here, broken up by Houlihan only for a moment, as that's going to be called offside. As driving in went the aid of Mason Hartz. Hart's 17 points so far this year in 19 games, 10 goals. As Davey O's talking to the referee, they're trying to figure out who's going to stay on the ice here. Looks like the 27 of Dylan Shea has to hop back on. Shea 9 points in 21 games, 72 penalty minutes for the Hamburg, New Jersey defenseman. As this one's dumped into the zone, right towards the glove there of Slojez. Puck goes to the boards, trying to hold on to that is Campbell, trying to go into the corner. Falser is all over him as it looks like somebody lost a stick. Looks like it may have been the 34 Fitzgibbon. As he'll go to the bench, Chang will hop on for him. Houlihan will pinch, trying to keep this one in here. Big hit along the boards as Campbell tried to go to the goal line, couldn't do so. Now Poole with it. Poole plays this out, finds it over to Falser. Falser flying in, layback pass, trying to find a high slot option. Layoff drop pass again, quick shot through Trickler towards the back of the cage there, just couldn't get it on target as Brackett fires that one wide. That shot was from Davey O at the point as this one bounces here for Wachnichter. Wachnichter, the 2 sevens going at it down there. Poole and Wachnichter were there. As here comes Glamkowicz again, or Glamkowicki. As here comes Rubenstein. He'll dump this one in as Mosquito will give chase for Rutgers. Centering pass. That one broken up, was meant for the backdoor feed, just couldn't connect as Brackett will go the other way. Brackett flying in. Layback drop pass again. That shot blocked away there by Haynes. As Butchko trying to fight for this puck. Smargon comes over to try and help him. Good job to pin it down there by McLaughlin. He gets taken down by Butchko, just got shoved, and that's going to be a penalty here on Rutgers as this goes back up to the point. Barber will keep it in. Pass across, shot blocked away again in front by Haynes as Mosquito will touch up. And it's going to be a roughing call here on the Scarlet Knights. And it's going to be on the 88 of Ryan Butchko. He's got 66 penalty minutes so far this year for the class of 2027 Toms River skater. So he'll go and sit in the sin bin. And West Virginia will go to the power play. First power play opportunity for either team here in this one today as someone's stick still on the ice. Referees are going to have to go collect that one. But West Virginia to the power play. 32.3% on the man advantage so far this season. Have been pretty good so far as Paltoff will come out and make the play and get it out of the zone. Good look there from Paltoff as Campbell tries to go shorthanded, but he's tied up there by Falser. As now here comes Woods with a big burst of speed flying in. He'll look to get set up here in the zone. Woods flying back up to the blue line, cycles around, drop pass to Poole. Poole lays off, finds Falser. Poole at the point. That shot trickled wide of the cage. Campbell there to try and steer it away. As Falser will go to the corner. Campbell there for Rutgers. Has it taken aside here by Bruno. Back up to the point for Poole, but that's going to be offside there on West Virginia. So the faceoff will come out of the Rutgers end, right in front of the Scarlet Knights bench. And Rutgers on the PK so far this year, 51% on the penalty kill. Have not been too great at the PK so far this year. A little left to be desired as this is picked up here by West Virginia as they'll drive forward. Woods nearly got taken down as that pass to Bruno finds its way to him, but it bounced off his skates and it's cleared there by the Scarlet Knights. Puck collected here by Alec Poole. He'll send this one forward, finds Woods again. Up to Bruno. He drops to Habit. Back up to Woods at the blue line, across to Poole again. Poole looking, Habit, backdoor feed. Just couldn't handle the puck, but he gets it back and scores! A rip from Leonard Habit. And West Virginia are up 1-0 on the power play. That was a snipe top shelf over the shoulder of Paltif. He bobbled the initial pass, but regathered and ripped that one home. We'll get another look at it here on the replay. It's a good setup here by West Virginia as they drove on in. Habin with it here, back up to the point, pass across, and a great look here from Poole to find it over to Habin, who just ripped that one into the top shelf. Excellent shot from Habin, picked his spot well. The big 6'4" skater from Slovakia collects his 11th goal of the season in just his 17th game. Has been elite so far for West Virginia this year. Spectacular shot, perfectly placed over the shoulder of Paltif. Posting in, basically. Couldn't have put him in a better spot. As Fitzgibbon tries to go to the wall. Rutgers still with no shots on the board. As that one trickles in towards the goal. There from Sendeki, and Slojas will hold on to that one. First shot on goal for Rutgers. Shots 3-1 right now. Here with 11:25 left to go in period number 1. Like I was mentioning before, Rutgers trying to kick off their first weekend of 2026 here with a bang against West Virginia. Would be a big win if they can pull that one off, as that one sent off the dasher on the dump in there from Haynes. As it's kept in here by Cotta down behind the goal line, but Rutgers trying to snap a 6-game skid, like I said earlier in the period. Have gone 0-3-2-1 over their last 6 games. Their last game, a 5-4 shootout loss to RMU. Another one of the CHMA foes, as Rutgers is going to draw a power play here. Turner got taken down. It's going to be a hooking call here on the Mountaineers. And it looks like it's Christopher Henry going to the box. So he will go to the penalty box. 8 penalty minutes so far for Henry. 1 point so far this year. For the Mountaineer from Westover, West Virginia. And now the Scarlet Knights on the power play. Their first look on the man advantage as Haynes fires. That one got blocked in front. That was by Poole. As this will go to the boards again here. Trying to keep it is Campbell. Dale Campbell trying to go to the point. Couldn't hold on as here comes Poole the other way. Poole will just lay this one in. Sendeki will go back and get it. He'll lay off here to Haynes, who finds Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon drop pack here to Haynes as he tries to find an option. Karan with some good pressure there for West Virginia as this is sent forward. Able to find it up to Sek. Sek flying in here on the backhand, trying to find an option. Back up to Fitzgibbon. Back here looking for a lane is Sek, trying to go back up to the point, but that one goes up and out of play. Here with under 10 minutes to go here in period number 1. .110 left to go on the power play. Here for Rutgers as Cotta will go back and chase after this one. He'll send it around here looking for Albrecht. Albrecht lost it in his skates. As applying the pressure there was the 80, actually the 90 rather, of Falser. As this pass knocked away there by the Mountaineers as Sean Quinn will send it away. Cotta with it again. Cotta, his pass broken up. Falser with it. He'll dump in. Albrecht will have to go back and get it. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. No shots on the power play so far for Rutgers. They haven't even really had a chance to get set up in the zone. As Butchko. He'll take it himself. Drives across the blue line, able to keep the puck and lay back to Turner at the point. He lays off to Wachnichter. No one there at the blue line for him, and this is dumped down the ice again. Turner with 15 seconds left to go. He'll drive it up. Bouncing puck for him. He can't handle. It's taken away here by Woods. Woods flying in. Nearly lost the handle again. We'll try and get set up here. 3 seconds left on the power play. Will go to the point for Barber. Quick shot knocked away by Rutgers. That will do it for the man advantage for the Scarlet Knights. No shots on goal. Excellent PK there from West Virginia. As Haven tried to center that one off the feed. Turner was there. Barber now gets a whack at it as it goes to the right side corner. Butchko on it again. Butchko trying to hold on. Woods all over him. Haven with it again here. Haven skates out. Beautiful toe drag move to keep it away. Quick shot towards the cage, blocked by Butchko. As that one is sent down the ice by Rutgers, and this will be an icing here on the Scarlet Knights. Looking at the records for the two teams so far this year, 6-10, 2-2 for the Scarlet Knights, 9-10-2 for the Mountaineers, 29 points for West Virginia, 22 for Rutgers. 22nd game here for West Virginia, 21st for Rutgers. Their lone game of the weekend as their game with Army tomorrow got canceled. And we'll see West Virginia 2 more times this weekend here on BSB as they'll take on TCNJ for a back-to-back outing tomorrow and Sunday. So make sure to tune into both of those as well. And for those of you from the West Virginia fans and parents and faithful that are watching this, we'll be with you all weekend here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting on your trip to Jersey. As Wachnichter will hold on to this one. Wachnichter, he'll send in, pass played around the end boards. As Quinn will go back and get it here for West Virginia. Rutgers in the midst of some changes here as Schmidt bobbled the puck, taken away here by Rutgers. Here comes Case into the zone. Case with it flying through. He tries to go top shelf, but it's stopped there by Slojez. Might have hit the outside of the cage. No shot goes on the board. As Chang tried to lay the body, Houlihan looked to take that away, couldn't do it. Pass across here to Quinn again. Quinn walking through, trying to get around Gorman. The ref actually got tied up with him as they go into each other. It's now taken by Chang. Chang lofts one up. Mosquito knocked it down. Now Brackett will just dump this one into the zone. Houlihan with it now for Rutgers. Trying to hold on to this puck. Some good pressure there from Glimkowski as it's dumped in by Houlihan, and he'll try to go to work. Him and Poole go to the end boards together. Mosquito able to take it away, looking to center that one. Back up to the point. Fitzgibbon fires, redirected in front. That one wide. Good look there from the Scarlet Knights. Just couldn't get it on target as Glimkowski will hold on to this one and play across to McDonough. He'll have to lay back here as it's dumped into the zone. Sendeki trying to play off. Falser there. McDonough with it. Spin pass, finds Shea in the slot. He fires, but he went wide. Good look there for the Mountaineers, just didn't get it on net. As here comes Campbell the other way flying in. Avoids the check. Couldn't get back to it though as Davey O got a whack at it. And it's back to the neutral zone. Rubenstein will send in. Poole up to Shea. He gets it back out. Albrecht across. His pass is picked by McDonough. Dumped in here by Shea. Sent around by Paltiff. He'll find it over to Rubenstein, but he couldn't hold on to the puck. Here with 5:38 left to go in period one. Shots 3-1 still in favor of the Mountaineers. Here comes Karan. He gets knocked away by Sendeki. Trying to get to it is Sek. Able to get a whack at it and send it into the zone as chasing after goes Henry. Good play there by the defense as it's right back out here to Karan as he'll send in. Butchko across. Finds Kata who will dump into the zone. To it first is Barber as Rutgers looks to try and keep this one in. Couldn't do so. Whack back out to Kata as he'll play across here to Haynes. Haynes with some speed flying in. He gets stood up there by the defense. Good work there from Henry, but Sek is back on it. Up to the point. Shot from the blue line. Glove down there by Slojez. Good shot there from Rutgers. Just their second shot of the game here under the 5-minute mark of period number one. Neither team has had a lot of shots on net so far, just 5 total. Face-off won there by the Mountaineers, as this one gloved down, though, by Nissan Jirachi off the glass. Great job to keep that in the zone by him. 3 points for him so far this year for the South Brunswick, New Jersey hometown kid. Class of 2027 for Nissan Jirachi. As here comes Woods flying in the other way. Good poke check there from Butchko. What a whack there by Butchko to knock that puck away. Excellent job on the back check, as Woods nearly blew right by him. I think if Woods had kept his feet moving there, he might have been right by Butchko, as that one knocked away by Slow Jez. Another chance in on goal, and he will jump on top of that one. Slow Jez doing a good job in between the pipes so far. Surprised they didn't give him a shot up on the board. I think they may be a little bit off on the boards there, so we'll have to see if they update it in between the period. As it's kept in here by Rutgers. Campbell with a good keep. Walkington will go chase after that, but Schmidt is there to try and take it away from him. Puck into the corner now. Big hit down there. Davey O with it. Pinned along the boards with Walkington. Campbell coming over to try and dig it away. Able to do so. Looking in front. Tried to find Fitzgibbon, but it bounced on him off the deflection there from Alec Poole. As Gorman will get back on this and play it across up to Fitzgibbon. He'll dump into the zone. Slow Jez will come out and play this one. Davey O with it as he's knocked to the ice there by Walknichter. Puck sent hard around the wall by Glamkowski and out of the zone for now. As Amosquita will have to play this one back to Albrecht. Albrecht tried to go back to Amosquita, couldn't do so. Glamkowski with it now. Glamkowski looking for an option. His pass knocked away. Didn't have enough juice on it as here comes Amosquita. He'll dump in off the dasher. Poole to it first for West Virginia. Sent back around, finds Brackett as he's knocked away there by Case. Centering pass goes back up to the point. Sendecki there trying to handle the bouncing puck. Only got a whack at it as it's taken away by Woods. Actually, excuse me, that's Hartz with it. As Barber will try and drive into the zone. He got that broken up as Chang will send it back out. Driven in here by Christopher Henry. Albrecht will close him off along the goal line as Sendecki sends it around. Albrecht looks up, finds Case. Quick pass over looking for Chang, but he's almost out of gas. Been on a long shift so far as he will go to the bench. Pass goes all the way back to Slow Jez, and he'll hold on as Case and Henry get into it there at the whistle. Face-off won there by the Mountaineers as they'll hold on to this puck and launch it up to McDonough. McDonough looking. He tried to dump in. Good back check there, though, from Sek as he'll get it away here for the Scarlet Knights. He has it again. Sek walking in. Trying to center a feed. No one was there for Rutgers on the back door. Cotta was just a little bit behind that pass as Turner tries to get on this. Able to keep it away. Cotta with it, trying to get a shot off. Backhander there from Turner as Cotta just got drilled. Slow just with a big save, and he's able to somehow gobble up the rebound. What a stop by Wyatt Slowjes. Spectacular sliding across. And we're going to get a penalty here on the play. Looks like this may be on West Virginia. And it's going to be on the 81 of Daniel Schmidt. So Schmidt will go to the box. The captain is going to go off for a penalty here with 1:37 left to go in the first. Face-off won there by the Mountaineers, but they can't get it out of the zone. Good keep there by Haynes at the point. Fitzgibbon with this now. He finds lower. Able to find a pass. Quick shot by Campbell. Stopped there by Slowjes, and we get the whistle. The net came off its moorings. Only about 12 seconds gone on the power play as Haynes will hold on to this. Haynes, big saucer pass across, finds it over to Campbell. He's able to hold on and keep it away. Campbell walking in, slap shot. That one got blocked away wide. Sek with it down low. Plays off here to Fitzgibbon. Rutgers now has the leads in shots 6-3 as Haynes looks up. Pass across, finds Fitzgibbon again. 1 minute left to go in the period as that shot got blocked away. Big block there by Davey O as Campbell pulls up behind the goal line. Hounded into the wall, but he's able to keep it. Plays across to Fitzgibbon again. 45 seconds left in the period. Saucer pass across. Trying to knock it away are the Mountaineers. They're able to get it out of the zone. As that one gloved down, though, here by Haynes as he'll try and drive in. Haynes has some room, tries to fire a shot across, no one there. Campbell with it again. Campbell, spin shot. That one goes up and above. Slow just had no paddle there for a moment. 20 seconds left to go here in the period. Campbell still with it. Lays back to Fitzgibbon. Across, at the point. Haynes fires. That one goes up and over. Fitzgibbon able to hold on and keep it in the zone for now, but it's cleared out. They're off of a good whack from Karan as Haynes will try and drive in quickly. Haynes looking across, trying to find Walknitter. Couldn't connect on the pass, and that will do it for the first. So at the end of period number 1, a 1-0 game in favor of West Virginia. Off the stick of Leonard Haben, his 11th of the year. On the power play, shots at the end of 1, 6-3 in favor of Rutgers, but they trail 1-0 right now. Either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you here between Rutgers and the West Virginia Mountaineers. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey live here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey live here on YouTube, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for period number 2 as the Scarlet Knights take on the West Virginia University Mountaineers. Here for the second period, a 1-0 lead for West Virginia as we get ready to go here for this second period. Shot 6-3 in favor of Rutgers. The Scarlet Knights will be on a power play for 24 seconds to start the middle frame. Lone goal of the game so far coming from Leonard Haben. Haben, his 11th of the season, 24th point of the year for the Bratislava, Slovakia skater. Third in points on the team, just behind Tommy Woods and Nicholas Bruno. As we get ready for this second period, centers at the face-off dot, and we are off and running here for the middle frame as that one flipped up right up into the bench quickly. There by the Mountaineers. Got sent out there by Nevin Davio. Davio, the number 19 for West Virginia. Big 6'5" defenseman. One of the assistant captains for the Mountaineers, as this one is quickly sent down the ice and out of the zone. Rutgers is going to have to chase on it. Sek will go back and collect with Woods all over him. 10 seconds left to go on the power play here for Rutgers as it's skated forward here by Campbell. Big burst of speed by Campbell. He'll drive in. Pulls up at the hash marks. Looks to go back up to the point for Haynes. Tries to fire one on goal, but it went well wide. We're back to 5-on-5 out of the box. Comes Schmidt. Haben hops on as this is kept here by Rutgers. Campbell tried to get on that one, couldn't do so. Haben on it. Couldn't keep it away. Quick shot by Fitzgibbon. Stopped there by Slojez. Quick bang play. And Slojez says no as this is turned over here in the Rutgers zone by Butchko, but he's able to recover and keep it away. Butchko with it, driving in. He fires. That one goes up and over the bar. Fitzgibbon able to get back on it here on the backhand. Him and Davio down in the corner. Over to Woods, tried to find a quick pass to Bruno, couldn't do it. Woods back on it though, as Woods getting tangled up there with Turner, chased back behind his goaltender. Across here to Poole. Alec Poole will play this one up to Davio. He gets pickpocketed there by Walknichter, as the Sevens will try to go to work together here. Poole will just launch that one down the ice. They're going to wave this icing off and say it was tipped there by Rutgers, as Haben has it again. Haben trying to find that one over to Hartz, couldn't connect on the pass. Turner with it, flying in. Tries to put one on goal, but went wide. Walkner to it first, back up to the point and out of the zone. Harrison Albrecht will dump this one in here for Rutgers, and we'll get a whistle as that's going to be an offside there on the Scarlet Knights. Albrecht, 17 games, 1 point so far this year for him. Shot 7-3 in favor of Rutgers, and didn't get to mention it in period number 1 as that quick shot goes in on to Paltif. His first action in a while as he'll hold on to that one. But for Rutgers, currently second place in the NECHL. Sitting in that second spot in the NECHL standings, looking to earn a bye through the first round as we're going to get a penalty here on Rutgers. It's going to be a tripping call here. And it looks like the Mountaineers are going to go back to the power play. And it's going to be the 18 of Colin Smargon who's going to go to the sin bin here. Five points so far this year for Smargon and 20 games for the Brandon, Florida native. As back to the power play goes West Virginia. Scored on their first power play look off the stick of Haben. Looking to do so again. As this one to the back door. Haben with a chance. Good poke check there by Paltif, and the net comes off its moorings again. And we'll get a whistle. Paltif got enough of the paddle on. and knock it away from Haben, who was there at the back door. And the faceoff is actually going to end up on the other side here. Everyone thought it was going to be on the left of Paltov, but ended up on the right. 12 seconds gone on the power play for West Virginia as it's taken by Rutgers and sent down the ice. Poole will get on this one. He will lay it off. As able to keep this is Bruno. Big head of steam in front of him. Looks to cut around the defense and fire. Couldn't get the shot off as he whiffed on it, though. Gets right back on the puck, though, as he'll go back up to the point. Woods with it. Walking in. Tried to play a pass lower for Haben again. As he'll get on it down in the corner. Back across. Finds it over to Woods. Woods in front. Haben backhand shot. That one stopped away by Paltov. Up to Woods again here above the circle. Woods walking in. Down to Haben. Quick shot in front. That one got tapped there looking. Trying to find that over to Bruno. Just couldn't connect on the feed as Poole at the point lets one rip. That one deflected wide. 56 seconds left to go here on the power play for West Virginia. Pass across. Comes out of the zone as Woods and Poole both let it go. Across to Haben. Haben into the zone. Big hit there along the boards. That one by Haynes. Just ran Bruno into the wall. Woods with it now in the circle again, letting him walk in. He fires. Paltov with a stop. Another save there by Paltov as it goes to the corner. Haben trying to get on it. Woods is there now. Shots 7-6. A couple of chances here for West Virginia as this one in front. Haben there. Couldn't get the shot off again. Got poke checked by Butchko. 20 seconds left on the power play. To the point. Poole looking. He fires through traffic and they score! It's tipped in front by Bruno. And West Virginia with another power play goal. We'll get another look at it here on this goal from Nicholas Bruno. His 16th goal of the season here on the power play. 2 power play goals for the Mountaineers. As that shot from Poole redirected by Bruno in front, a beautiful deflection. And he's able to tap that one home and into the back of the net. Shots are deadlocked at 7 after that goal there from Bruno. But a 2-0 lead for the Mountaineers as this is dumped in here. Turner on it. Here for Rutgers, looking to center. Cotta just looking the other way as this one's played out of the zone past Albrecht. Albrecht tried to play one off, couldn't do so for a moment as it's taken away. Here by McDonough, he'll send in. Davio trying to hold on. Albrecht will send around, trying to get it to Sendecki, couldn't do so. Him and Shea come together and both fall down to the ice as Cotta will collect it for Rutgers and dump in. Slow Jez up off the boards. McDonough with it now. His drop pass. Trying to hold on was Della Quadri. Couldn't do so as Schmidt will get on it. The captain weighs his options, finds it over to Shea. Shea, the pass. His shot got deflected off of Gorman's skate. Picked up here by Case as he'll try and spring it up for Chang. Chang into the zone, has on Mosquito with him, fires a shot on, kicked aside there by Slow Jez as this will go to the wall. And out of the zone it comes again. Gorman will have to track it down as he finds it up to Case, who just avoids the hit there from Henry. Nearly got railroaded right in front of us here in the glass. Gorman with a pick pass there, tried to dump it and couldn't do so. He's knocked away by Barber, who will dump that one in. Paltov lays off here. Not out of the zone yet for Rutgers though, as Houlihan couldn't clear. Gorman right back on it. High off the glass, but not out of the zone. Knocked down there by the Mountaineers and kept in. And now we're going to get a whistle for a hand pass, it seems. Either a hand pass or an offside. Rutgers able to get this puck off the draw. Back in their own end, it's kept here by Haynes. Haynes nearly had that one knocked away there. That was by Sokol who nearly took that. Butchko with it. Pass up to Nissan Jirachi. It goes back out to center ice to Davey O. As Paltif will hold on to this one. Try to lay it off for Haynes. Nearly a bad miscommunication there between the two of them. As Butchko will lay this puck back to Haynes. Across to Butchko again. Butchko lofts one down the ice. Poole will have to go track it down. No icing. Doesn't have enough mustard to get there in time. As Smargon tries to lay the body. Nissan Jirachi trying to get to that. Couldn't do so. Davio will clear the zone. Albrecht off the boards looking for Smargon. Poole is there first, though, as it was too far for him. As that pass got deflected, Smargon tried to lay a boom yet again. As McLaughlin will have to track off of that as Tommen gets it here for the Scarlet Knights. Tommen across. Finds it to Haynes. His stretch pass sent forward. Nissan Jirachi racing after it. Slojas is going to have to play it away as Poole is there. Poole tied up. Collected here by Campbell. Trying to feed that shot through. Got knocked away there by Quinn. Good job to go down and block that one as Woods gets it. Woods and Bruno 2-on-2 the other way. Big burst of speed by Bruno. Good stick check there from Gorman, though, to knock that puck away. Quinn pinching. He'll keep this in the zone. Down behind the goal line as him and Albrecht come together. Taken away there by Bruno, looking for his second of the game. He finds Quinn. Quick shot to the back door. That went wide. Schmidt with it now. He'll play around the end wall. Pass played up there. Meant to try and find that to Campbell. He didn't get a touch on it, and that will go for an icing here on Rutgers. And with 12:02 left to go in period number 2. Puck played right in front of the scorer's table as Rutgers tries to drive in quickly. Here comes Campbell again. He fires Slojas. Rebound chance was there for Fitzgibbon, but Slojas gobbles it up. Slojas with a beautiful stop there. That was a big rebound off that initial shot there from Dale Campbell, and Fitzgibbon just put it right back into his breadbasket as Sek trying to get on this one. Shea takes it away, looking across, couldn't get the feed there. 3-on-2. If West Virginia can hurry, here comes Falser. Laid back pass, McDonough fires, that one went wide. Good pinch to keep it in by Barber. Falser finds it lower, trying to center a feed for Shea, couldn't connect as it's taken back here by the Scarlet Knights. Here comes Turner. 3-on-2 if the Scarlet Knights can hurry. Turner got pickpocketed, though. Trying to keep it in the zone was Rutgers, couldn't do so. Sent down the ice. Paltov is going to have to play that as Haynes looks for an option. Haynes nearly blown up there by Falser. Houlihan with this now along the board, chased by Falser. Pass played off. Haynes with it again. Haynes will skate this forward. Uses some room in front of him. Tries to blow by the defense. Now behind the goal line. Haynes looking to the point for Kata. He fires a shot. Looking for a deflection was Chang. Just couldn't get on it. As Butchko pinches to keep it in. Sent around the boards. There by Henry, and it's back up to Glamkowski as he finds Hartz looking to center this puck, trying to get to it as it's poked away by Palta for a moment, nearly went right back on goal. As down went a Rutgers skater, couldn't see who that was. Looks like it might have been Chang, as this one is played off the boards and down the ice on Mosquito in a foot race with Poole. They're going to wave off the icing. Hartz will pick this puck up here in the circle, will skate it out himself, try and gain the zone. Nearly got blown up by Butchko. A bouncing puck towards the cage, steered aside by Butchko. Halfway through this game here between Rutgers and West Virginia, a 2-0 lead for the Mountaineers, as this one is going to be an icing here on the Scarlet Knights as Butchko Might have just took down a linesman as he tried to go to the bench for a change. Linesman down on the ice. Might be a little shaken up as Butchko collided with him there, trying to go to the bench. Seems like he's okay as he'll get back up to his skates. Trainer might come over and look at him. Might have to do some repairs. Clean him up a little bit. Seems okay. But like I was saying, halfway through this game, or over halfway through this game, here between the Scarlet Knights and the Mountaineers. A 2-0 lead for West Virginia. If you're just tuning in, thank you for doing so. My name is Carlo Pascal. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. Thank you for joining us for our first weekend back in action here for the new year of 2026. We've got 3 games on the docket here this weekend. This being our game of the week here at BSB between Rutgers and West Virginia. And we'll see this West Virginia team 2 more times this weekend, as they will take a short 25 to 20 minute drive or so, depending on traffic, over to TCNJ. And they'll take on the Lions for 2 games tomorrow and on Sunday. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. and Sunday at 12:30. Cody Decker will be on the call for both of those, so make sure to tune in to both of those games, especially for all of you West Virginia faithful fans and parents who are tuning into this one. We really appreciate you doing so. As this pass played out of the zone finds its way to Amesquita. He will dump in as Rutgers try to make some changes here on the fly. Wholesale line change for the Scarlet Knights. Quinn will get going and dump in. Puck going to the wall. Karan is there trying to fight for it with Sendeki as he gets hit down to the ice. Pass across to Nissan Jirachi. His pass nearly broken up as Smargon tried to get on it. It's steered aside by Barber. As Sendeki will skate in. Sendeki with it, a backhander. That one steered wide. Smargon to the point for Nissan Jirachi. He has that one knocked away. Chance the other direction here for Bruno. Bruno, layoff pass. McLaughlin looking. He fires Paltov with a big stop with the shoulder as Nissan Jirachi gets a whack at it, and it's out of the zone again. Barber. He finds Henry on a feed. Henry 1 point so far this year in 19 games. As Paltov will send it around. Quick shot to the back door. Bruno looking to center for Woods. Just couldn't hold on as that shot went wide again. Bruno on it. Bruno cutting into the high slot. He fires that one just with the blocker there by Paltov. Just caught enough of it as it goes to the corner for Campbell. Campbell trying to take it himself. He gets it out of the zone. Walknichter feeds it forward for Campbell. Has a step here. Walking in. Has Smargon cutting to the net front. Couldn't find a pass to him, though, as he was hounded by Barber to the boards. Barber finds one up to Woods. Spins away from a check. Gets this one up to Bruno. Bruno walking in, finds Haben. High slot, looking to go back to Bruno. Just couldn't connect on the pass. 3-on-2 forming here for Rutgers. Here comes Haynes. Haynes across. Saucer pass there for Fitzgibbon. Couldn't connect. Good back check there by Marcus Barber. 4 points so far this year for him. The British Columbia defenseman, as this one is sent forward up to Woods. Woods looking across. Back up to Poole at the point. Haben goes down lower. Trying to keep this is Falser. He's hounded into the wall. Hard there by Butchko. Puck sent around. Pinching is Poole to keep it. Haben around. Walknichter with it. He's closed off along the boards. Kata gets it forward. Poole will have to chase this one down. Puck picked up and skated forward by Davio. He'll send this one across. Quickly into the zone, trying to get a bounce is Shea. Beautiful toe drag move there by Haynes to get it away from him. Back up to Haynes now. Haynes knocked away by Davio as Tommen flies in. Tommen, sharp angle shot. That went well wide of the cage. As Houlihan is able to keep this puck. Houlihan weaving through. He fires glove down there by Slojez, and he'll hold on with the leather. Shots 9-9 in favor of the Mountaineers and the Scarlet Knights. 6:15 left to go here in period number 2. Face-off one back up to the point here for Rutgers. They'll send it around. To it first, though, is Schmidt, as he'll hold this puck and send forward. Bouncer for Houlihan. He can't hold on as Brackett tried to send it up. Brackett back on it. Fighting for it along the boards right now with Houlihan. Cotta in there trying to help him. Hartz with it as well. Cotta will move this one forward, trying to chase after, but Hartz will close him off and send back here to Quinn. Quinn back to the captain, Schmidt. He'll loft one forward down the ice, and this will be an icing here on the Mountaineers. Faceoff will come back into the West Virginia end. Rutgers with a face-off win, trying to hold on to the puck. Fitzgibbon looking, trying to power move around the cage. Wraparound chance. That one got stopped there by Slojez. Now Wachnichter. Wachnichter, another chance on the wraparound. He's stopped by Slojez again. Schmidt tried to get it out, but Albrecht knocked that one right back into the zone with his glove. Somehow he got up and knocked it back in, but here comes Hartz the other way, powering his way through. Centering pass goes wide, back up to the point. Barber unleashes a slap shot, but it's held onto by Paltoff. Each goaltender not seeing a ton of rubber here in this one so far. Shots 10-9 in favor of the Mountaineers. Only 19 shots combined total. We'll have to see if that ends up changing here with 5:05 left to go. Here in the middle frame. Butchko chased back here by Sokol. He'll have to lay off here for Haynes. We'll get this one up here to Chang, who falls down. Mosquito tried to take that one away, couldn't do so. As Butchko goes to the corner. Haynes taking this one here, looking for an option, just feeds it up to Chang. Chang driving in, will lay this one in on goal to Slojez, who will just cover that one up and hold on for the stoppage. Face off to the right here of Slojez. I mentioned his stats earlier in the game. 4.52 record, 365 GAA, and a 905 save percentage so far for the St. Thomas, Ontario, Canada goaltender. As Haynes will get on this here for Rutgers as the puck got dumped in. Bumped away there by Sokol for a moment. As it's kept by Tommen, he'll have to lay back, quickly taken by Haben, tried to center, no one was there. Back up to the point for Henry, he fires. That got blocked by Tommen and goes up into the netting. And we'll get another whistle here. Looking at some other stats here for both these teams in the matchup for this one today. Rutgers averaging 3 goals a game, have not scored one yet so far. 60 goals for so far this year. 89 against, 4.45 against so far this season, average per game. And for the Mountaineers, 80 goals for so far this year at 3.8 goals per game. As that's gloved down by Paltov, he'll lay it off. 84 goals against for the Mountaineers at a even 4 goals against. Right now, 0 on the board for the Scarlet Knights as they're going to wave off this icing. Davey O pinned to the board by Wachnichter. Over to help him comes Campbell. Campbell trying to dig at this, tenacious along the boards. As Fitzgibbon lays the boom there on Woods. What a check. That's going to be a penalty. As Davey O just got cross-checked from behind by Campbell. Davey O gave a cross-check there to Fitzgibbon, and then Campbell just cross-checked Davey O from behind. Tempers flaring here in this one, and we'll get another look at this penalty here in a second. We're going to get a look at the initial hit. We might have just missed it by about a half a second or so, but we'll get a look at the cross checks from both players. Davey O's was not as hard as Campbell's, but they'll both end up in the box. And the original penalty for the hit, assumedly a boarding call on Patrick Fitzgibbon. So 2 members of the top line for Rutgers will go to the sin bin here. And as we await the penalties to go on the board, we're going to have to wait for the final verdict on them before we get back to the action here with 3:32 left to go. So Fitzgibbon will go to the box for the initial boarding call, just a 2-minute minor on that boarding call on Fitzgibbon. And then assumedly coincidentals or 2 and 10s for Davey O. And the 25 of Dale Campbell. Not sure if they're 2 and 10s or just coincidentals. We'll have to see. But flying into the zone here on the power play, here comes West Virginia. 1:35 on the man advantage left to go. Shea fires a redirected shot in front. What a save by Paltov there with the blocker. Big stop by him. As this goes back up to the point. Poole with it now. Trying to keep this away is Shea. Spins back. Brackett tried to get there, but it's cleared by the Scarlet Knights. Poole will get to this here for the Mountaineers. The California defenseman, 9 points so far this year as he'll lay this pass off. Finds it up to Shea. Now Hart's with it. Shea gets it back off that bounce as West Virginia looks to get set up. To Poole. Lines up the slap shot and they score! Redirected in front. It's Mason Hart's and it's a 3-0 lead for West Virginia. All 3 goals on the power play for the Mountaineers. Looks like it may actually be Poole's goal. He was the first to the Selly line. We'll get another look at it here to try and confirm that, but good entry here into the zone as pulling up was Glamkowski and just waited, goes back here to Poole who winds up the cannon and rips one. Might have bounced off of a defenseman actually. So that shot will find its way to the back of the cage deflected. And Poole will get the goal, so that will be his. His 5th goal of the year. And the penalty will come off the board, but Campbell and Davey O will still stay in since it wasn't a full 2 minutes. Butchko with this. He'll try and get this one out of the zone. Couldn't do so as Haynes will have to try and track this one down here with 2 and change left to go here in the second period. Hit there was Smarg on temper, starting to flare a little bit here between West Virginia and Rutgers as Tommen couldn't get to that one. Paltov will have to keep this, played across here to Haynes as Tommen couldn't clear the zone again. Butchko tries to find Isan Jirachi, couldn't do it as it goes back here to Haynes again. Shots now 13-10 in favor of the Mountaineers. As we're going to get another penalty, or actually an offside rather. Thought it was going to be another penalty as a couple of players were chirping. But it's going to be an offside, and this is going to come all the way down the ice here on the Mountaineers. So face-off in the West Virginia end. Rutgers looking to get on the board here as Sek wins this back up to the point. Shot through traffic. That one steered aside as Slojas just got ran over. Rebound chance. They score! Couldn't see who it was down in the corner who shot that puck. As Slojas argues with the referees, it looks like it's going to be Sek's goal. And Slojas very upset in between the pipes, saying that there was goaltender interference. He was trying to get back up after he got ran over, instantly threw both his glove and his blocker off, as we'll get another look at this goal here. So Slojas off this faceoff gets ran into as he tries to get back up. Sek tries to fire it across, and he puts it into the cage. And now the referee's talking with the bench over for the Mountaineers. And the goal will stand here. So it's going to be a 3-1 game. As Rutgers gets one on the board here late in this second period. Bit of a controversial one there, but they'll take it anyway. As Rutgers gets one on, a big hit down in the corner. What a check there from Woods, and we're going to get another penalty. Another big hit from Turner. What a check. Back the other way. Kata trying to fly in. Trying to lay it off, couldn't do so, and we're going to get the whistle. It's a cross-checking call. And it's going to be Woods to the box. Tempers starting to get a little high between these teams. Here with 53.1 left to go in the second. So Woods will go to the box, and Rutgers will go to the power play. Let's take a look at that last sequence if we can. So driving in, there was this penalty initially called after this hit in the corner. So there's this big hit down there. Right afterwards, there's a cross-check into the back by Woods after he laid the hit. And Turner with a massive check as well. Rebound chance, that goes wide for Rutgers off the face-off here. 40 seconds left to go here in the period as Rutgers trying to keep this puck away here from Henry. Doing a good job to just kill off some time down in his own end. 1:38 left to go on the power play. Campbell with it here in the corner. He finds it lower, back to Campbell again on the pass. Put it in his skates, though, as he tries to hold on, can't do it. Back up to the point and out of the zone. Brackett will chase after it with Haynes there. Haynes keeps it away. Nearly lost an edge, able to keep it away from Brackett as Campbell will try and get on it. Campbell, back to Haynes. Has some room in front of him with 8 seconds left to go in the period. Just taps it into the zone as it will go to the end wall, sent away there by West Virginia, and that will do it for the second. So Rutgers gets one on the board late here in period number 2 and makes it a 3-1 game. Mountaineers still with a 2-goal lead as we head into the second period intermission. 1:06 left to go on the power play for Rutgers. When we come back for the third period, shots 13-12 in favor of West Virginia. All WVU goals on the man advantage so far here in this one. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you here between Rutgers and West Virginia. You've been watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the third. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for period number 3, here as Rutgers takes on West Virginia. Here in this one this evening, a 3-1 game in favor of the Mountaineers as we head into the third stanza of this one. Rutgers still on the power play here to start this third period, as that one is knocked away there by Slojez. Slojez has been good so far. Just one has gotten past him, and a little bit of a fluky one at that. But Rutgers looking to try and get this within one as Seck sends it across here, finds Campbell. Campbell to the point, Haynes wires one, that one kicked away by Slojez. Fitzgibbon lays this one off. Seck with it now. Dancing around into the circle, he wires a shot and scores! His second of the game, and Rutgers make it a 1-goal game. Rutgers get it within one and make it a 3-2 game. Seck with his second goal of the game. Able to make this a 3-2 game as we fix our scoreboard here. A 3-2 game in favor here of the Mountaineers. Seck able to cut it down to just a 1-goal lead for the Mountaineers. That's Seck's second of the game, his third goal of the year for his 4th point so far this season. 18:48 left to go here in period number 3, and what a way to start it for Rutgers. That's the 4th power play goal we've had this game so far. All 3 goals for the Mountaineers have been on the man advantage, and Rutgers finally gets one of their own on the power play as Cotta will chase after this one. He'll go hard onto the board, squeezed there by Henry. As this puck sent around, kept in here by Houlihan. He avoids the check. Cotta, backhand pass, that one looking for him in the middle. Beautiful backhand sauce there from Turner into the slot. That wouldn't go though, as Barber will send this one into the zone, chase after it, and try and play it to the goal line. But it's knocked away by the Rutgers as Barber at the point will try and send one back in deep, but it goes deflected up into the netting. Back up to the point off that draw. Davio fires off that face-off wing, goes up and over the bar off the high glass. Nissan Geraci out the other way, has Smargon with him. Nissan Geraci fires and scores! We are tied! A rip from Roshan Nissan Geraci. Top shelf over the blocker and ties the game at 3. Let's get another look at that goal from Nissan Geraci. Quickly out the other direction, opted to take it himself here off this pass. Had Smargon rushing into the zone, but kept it for himself and ripped it over the blocker's side. There of Slojez, and Rutgers tied the game up at 3. And it's a brand new ball game, folks. As the Scarlet Knights, 2 goals quickly here to start this third period inside the first 2 minutes. Make this a 3-3 game. A power play goal and an even strength goal. Get this game tied. Shot 16-13 in favor of Rutgers, trying to turn the tides as they have so far here to start this third. 2 quick goals to get this game all knotted up. As Butchko lays this one back here to Haynes, he'll play back over to Butchko. Pass goes back to the neutral zone. Schmidt will dump right back in as Butchko will get on it here for Rutgers. Pass over, trying to find that one to Campbell. Couldn't hold on as it's knocked out by Fitzgibbon. Over to Schmidt. Now Poole with it. He'll send it up for Haben, who will just tap it in. Sendecki back on it. Sendecki. Up to Wachnichter. Mosquito with it. Back here to Albrecht. Sendecki with it across. Finds that over to Mosquito, who will dump into the zone. As Poole will hold on to it here. Had it knocked away there by Sendecki. He fires a shot on goal, knocked away by Slojez. As it's taken here by Sendecki, trying to get a backhander off. Slojez got a whack at it as it's kept here. Now by the Mountaineers. Here comes Haben. Driving in, Albrecht closes him off along the boards. 2-on-2 down in the corner, puck pops out. Sent up here by Case, finds Mosquito. He'll dump in and go to the bench. Scarlet Knights in the midst of some changes as Case lays a big time hit down low on Poole. Cotta with it now. He fires a shot. That got deflected and goes up into the netting as Case and Poole have some words again. Here with 15:58 left to go. Quickly off the draw, Rutgers trying to get another chance. That got knocked away by Cotta up in the air. Sek trying to pinch and keep it in, he's able to do so. Cotta with it, looking to go back to Sek. Already has two here in this one tonight. Sek spinning around, closed off along the boards, finds Cotta on the feed. Puck slotted into the middle of the ice, but knocked away and out by the Mountaineers. As here comes Hartz the other way. Closed off by Turner. Gorman with it now. His loose pass knocked aside there by Glamkowski as it'll go back up to the point. Shot blocked away. That one was from Henry. Another turnaround chance that got blocked by Gorman and will go up into the netting. Rutgers doing a good job to clog the middle of the slot there. And again, a bunch of blocks there on that chance. They had a couple blocks earlier in this game. Gorman has a couple here in this one already as that one gloved down by Paltiff. Had Ethan McDonough right on the doorstep waiting for the rebound. But Walpole. Massachusetts skater has 3 points so far this year. In 18 games so far this season. This shot from the point knocked away. Henry didn't get a lot on it as Tommen got into him. Now Butchko. Butchko to Tommen. He gets it to the blue line, but not out of the zone. Kept in by McDonough. He'll send it around the boards here for Falzer. McDonough able to keep it in the corner again. Good job to do so. Looking to the back door. No one was there for the Mountaineers as Shea sent a pass across. Now Nissan Geraci sends it up. Finds Tommen. 3-on-2 if Rutgers can hurry. Tommen lays off. Smargon had it in his skates, though, as it's knocked aside there by Henry, and this will go down the ice. It'll be an icing here on the Mountaineers as Sendecki touches up. .31 left to go here in period number 3 as Albrecht tried to keep that in the zone, couldn't do it as Falzer sends across to McDonough. Back to Falzer, beautiful pass, backhander up into the air, tipped by Albrecht. As Falzer hit the deck, McDonough, quick shot across, it's gobbled up there by Paltiff. Had to snag that one with the glove. As he had McLaughlin right on the top of the blue paint. Rutgers with a face-off win. Albrecht will send it around here for Wachnichter. He'll have to play back here to Sendecki. He finds Albrecht on the pass, has to go back to Sendecki. They play catch with each other. Fitzgibbon to Wachnichter. Wachnichter into the zone. This all-freshman line as Wachnichter fires. That one got paddled away by Slojez. On the back check, Fitzgibbon doing a good job to get back there to try and help the defense. Back up to the point, shot through traffic. Bobbler to the blue paint, that one steered aside there by Houlihan. As Paltiff will just leave this one off for Gorman. Changes for both teams. Pass up to Wachnichter. He couldn't hold on to the pass as Hobbin will play back. Finds it over to Davio. Dumped into the zone there by Sokol. As Houlihan trying to keep this puck. Hobbin gets laid into by Houlihan. Wachnichter looking for Turner. As Woods tried to spin a backhander on goal, couldn't do so. Kata can't get to that one, and this will be an icing here on Rutgers. And Wachnichter's going to have to go on and come back onto the ice here. Bruno with a face-off win for West Virginia. Davio with it, lays off here to Woods, back to Davio. His shot through traffic, stopped there with the pads, there by Paltiff. As the puck going into the right side corner, 2-on-2 down there. Houlihan trying to dig it out. Bruno down in there. Turner comes away with it now. Turner can't get it out. Good keep by Hobbin as it's sent up off the high glass, but not out. Good keep by Poole. Poole into the slot, couldn't get the shot off. Good stick check there. As that one, a bouncer towards the cage, trickles just wide. Turner with it now. He lofts one out. Trying to find it up to Kata. He has a chance. Walking in. Kata walking through. He put it just wide. Got a piece of it with Slojez with the glove. Good chance for Kata. Was all alone in on Slojez as Hobbin will skate his way into the zone. Hobbin, his shot deflected by Butchko and goes up into the netting. Back and forth we go. A couple of chances for both teams. Deadlocked at 3 here with 12:15 left to go in the third period. Scramble off that draw, trying to keep it here is Brackett. Back up to the point, you saw Geraci trying to get it out, couldn't do so. Good keep by Barber. Barber. Back up to the point, Hartz fires, looking for a deflection, won't go. Tommen looks up. Rutgers trying to play the quick breakout game here and trying to get some odd man rushes going the other way as Hart's flying in, lays off to Brackett. He far stopped there by the blocker of Paltiff. Knocked it away with the big blocker as Barber sends it around. Tommen looks up, trying to get this out of the zone, couldn't do so. Hart's with a good keep, but now it pops back out to center ice. Barber right back in quickly. Sharp angle shot, that one goes up and away. And it's tipped out there by Rutgers as Case will try and drive in the other direction. Rutgers in the midst of some changes here. Tommen trying to get off. Brackett trying to hold on to the puck, couldn't do so, gets bumped off. Now here comes Hartz. Hartz closed off there by Sendecki. He got taken down, and that's going to be a penalty here for a trip. Or actually, they're going to say this was a knee. A kneeing call here on Sendecki. And the Rutgers faithful not happy about it as Albrecht will go over and talk to the head referee here for this game. So Sendecki's going to go off for a kneeing penalty. I think he went to try and go for the hip check there, but they're going to call it a kneeing penalty. And Rutgers will go back to the PK. West Virginia, their specialty tonight has been the power play. 3 power play goals this evening already, looking to try and take their lead back. Poole with it at the point, lays off. Puck down low, Hobbin with it, trying to shovel that one home, put it just wide. Was right by the post there as Woods goes into the corner. Bruno comes over to help him. Bruno to the point for Poole. Back off Woods to Poole again. Poole looking, plays a pass off to Falser. He fires out, goes wide. Woods on it, 1:30 left to go on the power play. Across, Falser there. Looking in front, that one redirected wide by Bruno again. Would have been his second if he'd potted that home. Woods looking, high slot, plays it across. Falser fires, Trickler towards the cage, kicked aside by Paltiff. Still not out here for Rutgers. 1:10 left on the power play. Poole looking to Woods, high circle, weaving in lower. Hobbin with a bouncing puck towards the cage, waffle boarded away by Paltiff. That one bounced up high into the air as Houlihan is going to kill some time here. Houlihan killing some clock along the boards. Taken back away by Bruno, up to the point for Poole. Fakes the shot, skates away. Woods with it here in the hash marks. To Poole again. At the point, shot from the blue line, they score! Redirected by Bruno in front, his second of the game, and West Virginia take the lead back. Fourth power play goal of the game for the Mountaineers. Bruno's second of the evening. We'll get another look at it here. Some excellent work by West Virginia to spread out the defense as Bruno got just a little bit loose from his man, had just enough room and got a quick little tip on that puck. His 17th goal of the season. He's been spectacular so far for West Virginia. Elite for this Mountaineers team so far this year. As Rutgers now playing from behind once again, have scored 3 times, or 2 more times here in this period to tie the game at 3. But then West Virginia, their 4th power play goal of the game, makes it 4-3 with 9:30 left to go here in this third period. Rutgers with a faceoff, a quick shot by Kata, and he scores! Right off the draw. And Kata, his second of the game, rips that one home. We'll get another look at this goal from Kata here right off this faceoff. Actually, we're getting a look at the power play goal before. But either way, Kata's goal, his second of the game. Makes it a 4-4 game once again. What a response there from Rutgers. Kata just took that himself right off the faceoff, just spun around and ripped it right over the blocker's side. There past Slojez. As once again a brand new ball game here between Rutgers and West Virginia. Driving the other way, here comes Glamkowski. He's able to keep this puck as Haynes is all over him. Haynes now able to take it away for a moment, trying to play this one up. Here comes Kata again. Kata finds Turner. This line's spectacular here this evening. Turner goes down hard into the wall. Houlihan will pinch and keep it in. Houlihan fires, deflected in front. Another chance for Kata right on the doorstep, but he's stopped by Slojez. And it looks like the net knocked off yet again down behind Slojez. And both teams will get some changes here and some fresh legs on the ice. Quickly off that draw, another chance for Rutgers in the net. Right off its moorings yet again. Got kicked off there by Slojez. Accidental there on that one. Referee's going to try and pour some of the water to try and freeze it up a little bit more. He's just goes to the referee, oh, my bad. Didn't mean to do that. As he pushed off. Another face-off win for the Scarlet Knights. Gorman will play this one back around the end wall as Wachnichter gets to it there for Rutgers. Trying to keep it as Fitzgibbon. He goes down to the ice. Sent around the wall. Shea looking to try and play this out the other way. Able to find it up to McDonough. McDonough into the zone. Nearly got ran over there by Fitzgibbon as Paltov just got knocked down. Schmidt looking to try and fire. Knocked it out was Wachnichter as it's dumped back in. Paltov will lay off here for Houlihan. Houlihan able to drive around the check there from Glamkowski and get a puck forward as someone's stick broke. That was Hobbins as McDonough will play it across here for Poole. Puck played back here for Butchko. He'll try and hold on to this one. Looking to avoid the bottom half of the loose twig on the ice. As Butchko will send it up here. Pass played up here for Chang. Chang will just dump this one into the zone. He'll go chase after it as him and Poole go to the wall. Now Mosquito with it. He fires, redirected in front. Another chance there for Rutgers. Stopped by Slojez. As Chang has it now. Chang back up to the point. Kept it at the blue line. Redirected in front. Slojez will gobble that up with the glove and cover with 7:05 left to go. Shots now 25-16 in favor of the Scarlet Knights. Have definitely looked like the better team here in this third period. 3 goals here in this third alone. Face-off won there by the Mountaineers. Pass played across. Hartz gets that one out of the zone. Dumped right back in though by Nissan Jirachi. Tomlin trying to lay the body down low. Henry gets a bump there from him. Pass up here for Hartz again. Hartz nearly knocked away by Smargon on the back check. As Glamkowski will try and work his way through the defense. Couldn't do so. Nissan Jirachi across here to Tomlin as he'll play back to Haynes. Haynes able to hold on to this puck. Up to Nissan Jirachi. Driving into the zone, trying to play a backhanded pass across to Smargon. Now Tomlin with it, trying to weave his way through the defense, but got pickpocketed there by Barber. Barber with it again, nearly hit by Tomlin. Puck will go back here to Schmidt. Schmidt sends to Hartz. Hartz 17 points so far this year, finds McDonough on the backhander. That one waffle boarded away there by Paltoff. Steered that aside there with the blocker. As McDonough on it again, looking for Glamkowski in the slot. No one home as Turner skates it himself here for Rutgers. Driving right up the gut, cuts to the side, nearly got ran over. And Rutgers wanted a call for a knee-on-knee hit, but they're not going to get one. Fans wanted one as well. Especially after the kneeing call on Sendeki. They wanted one there, but they're not going to get it. Puck dumped into the zone. Out to play it is Paltoff. He'll send it around here for Gorman trying to hold on. Bouncing puck up to Walknichter. Walknichter breaking into the zone himself, trying to power move around the defense. His shot went wide as 2 Mountaineers went driving into the corner. Quick shot from the point, deflected by Walknichter. Stopped though by Slojez as that shot went wide again. Houlihan with it. Beautiful spin move to keep this puck here. Back up to the point, comes back out to the stick of Gorman, and he'll just dump it back in. Pass up now to McDonough. McDonough spins it in. Paltoff will lay off for Gorman. Hard pass off the boards. Fitzgibbon tries to tap this one forward, but it's closed off by Davio. As he'll hold on to this, he'll have to just play it back as he looks for Poole. Giving chase is Campbell. Campbell and Poole to the wall. Able to keep this is Campbell. Looking for some options as he spins away from Davio. Campbell looking. Wraparound chance. Stopped there by Slojez as it's sent down the ice. I thought that Campbell had a chance on that one, but Slojez got the pad down. And this will go for an icing here on West Virginia. .409 left to go here in period number 3. Tied at 4. If no one scores, we'll go to overtime. 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime. If no one scores in that, we'll go to the shootout. Pass across here for the Mountaineers. Steered away, though, by Rutgers as they try and go the other way, 2-on-2. It's Smargon and Nissan Jirachi. Smargon fires. That one knocked away there with the blocker. There by Slojez. It was a good shot there from Smargon, but just knocked away there by the blocker and the paddle by Slojez as Bruno will tip this one in. Paltoff has some time. Looks to play off here to Haynes. Saucers one forward. Finds it up to Sek. He's already got 2 here in this one. Looking for the hat-trick goal. Sek to the corner. Looking to center that one. Trying to find it for Turner. Couldn't do so. 2-on-1 the other way. Glamkowski with it across. Messed up the pass to Brackett. Just put it behind him. As Kata, he goes down to the ice. Turner with it, gets it up and out. What a break there for Rutgers on that 2-on-1. Glamkowski and Brackett couldn't connect. As Sek will go the other way. Albrecht up to Kata. He'll get it out of the zone. Sendeki with it. Looking for Sek. Pass played forward. Down the ice it goes. And this will be an icing here on Rutgers. Here with 2:42 left in the third. Looking at the goal scorers so far, it's Alec Poole for West Virginia. 2 goals from Nicholas Bruno and Leonard Haben, the goal scorers. And we're going to get a timeout here. I think this is going to be Rutgers taking their timeout. Smart decision here from head coach Joe Dixon over on the bench, trying to give his guys a break. After that icing, that line has been out there for about a minute and a half. Mentioned the goal scorers for West Virginia. Poole, 2 for Bruno and 1 for Haben. And then for Rutgers, 2 goals from Alex Sek, 1 from Roshan Nissan Jirachi, and 1 from Garrett Kata. What a game it's been so far. Deadlocked at 4 here with 2:42 left to go in the third. Like I said before, if no one scores, we'll go to overtime. 5-minute, 3-on-3 overtime. And if no one scores in OT, we'll head to the shootout. Will be the second shootout game in a row for Rutgers. And they've played from behind almost this whole game. We're down 3-0 at one point. Scored late in the second to make it 3-1, then 2 quick goals to tie it at 3 at the start of this third. And the Mountaineers took back the 1-goal lead once again on the power play. And Garrett Kata answers back in stride to make it 4-4. 2:42 left to go here in the third. Off the faceoff, it's won by Rutgers. Butchko looking to try and move this puck forward. Able to skate it himself. Cycles back. Able to keep this puck and get it up to Wachnichter. Wachnichter sends in. Campbell will go chase after this. Poole across. Finds Davey O. He'll send forward. Quickly into the zone. It's laid across to Woods. Walking through. Stopped there by Paltov. What a save there by Paltov. Another chance on Bruno. He stops that one too. Poole at the point. Redirected in front, and we're going to get a whistle. It's going to be an interference call. And I think this is going to be on West Virginia. It's Leonard Haben who's going to go to the box. An interference call on Haben, and he will go to the penalty box with 2:02 left here in the third. Game-changing call right here for Rutgers. And the bench for West Virginia mystified. Rutgers with a massive, massive opportunity to try and win this game here in regulation. Pass across to Fitzgibbon. Here on the power play, looking for their second power play goal of the game. Big rebound, let loose, they score! It's Campbell! On the power play, Dale Campbell puts it home on the rebound, and Rutgers, with their first lead of the evening, make it 5-4. We'll get another look at the goal from Campbell here on the power play. Right off the draw, this puck goes back up to the point. Shot here at the blue line. From hands, big rebound led up there by Slojez. And it's knocked in by Campbell. for Campbell, his 9th of the year. Couldn't be a bigger goal than that for Rutgers right now. Here with 1:38 left to go, their 30th shot of the game. As Butchko sends it around, Haynes will try and get this one up here to Kata. Kata across to Sek, he'll tip that one in. Under 90 seconds left to go here in this third period. Rutgers trying to hold on for the final 90 as this one is sent away to the wall. Sek with it, just puts it into the corner. Kata there, trying to kill off the clock. Mountaineers looking to try and find a chance to try and pull Slojez as he'll look to the bench and wait for the nod. Barber, he'll keep this. To the bench goes Slojez, extra skater on. Extra skater on the ice. It's Bruno, the extra skater. He'll dump in. Paltif looking. Will lay back for Albrecht. Taken here by Bruno at the point. Trying to get around. 44 seconds left to go here in the third. Brackett down low. Able to keep the puck, looking for an option. Trying to find this up to Bruno in the high slot. Looking to try and find a lane to shoot. Redirected in front. Turnaround shades for Hobbin, won't go. Brackett with it. 32 seconds left. Down to Hobbin. Hobbin lays off. Glemkowski with it now. Glemkowski looking, saucer pass, laid off. Hobbin with it again, another shot that got blocked by Sendecki. Hobbin around the boards, looking down low. Brackett up to the point, it comes out of the zone with 14 to go. Mountaineers looking across, passed up to Hobbin with 8 to go in the period as Sendecki lays the body. Down to the corner, Haynes there, he'll just try and kill it in the corner. Pass across, broken up, clock ticking off, and that will do it. Rutgers starts off 2026 with a massive win over West Virginia here at home. Come from behind victory for the Scarlet Knights, and they defeat the Mountaineers 5-4. What a win for Rutgers. As they take down West Virginia. What a game here between the Mountaineers and the Scarlet Knights. 5-4 the final. Final shots 31-20. And Rutgers, spectacular win for the Scarlet Knights here in this one and break their 6-game skid and get back in the win column. 7th win of the season for Rutgers. Now 7-10, 2-2 on the year. West Virginia fall to 9-11-2 on the year. And no rest for the wicked for West Virginia, as they'll have 2 more games this weekend as they take on TCNJ tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. and then a 12:30 Sunday matinee matchup against TCNJ for a second straight game. We'll see them 2 more times this weekend, as we'll be broadcasting both those games here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. But that will wrap things up here for this one. Final for this one, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights with a massive 5-4 victory here over West Virginia. Final shots 31-20. But that will do it for the game here today. We'll see all of you who are tuning in from West Virginia for the next 2 days here on BSB, but that'll do things for this one here from Rutgers. My name's Carlo Pascal. Thank you for joining us for this one. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone.